Hello, my name is Gloria Garrett. I'm the mother of makeup art, and I'm doing something different and interesting. I'm really excited about it. I am producing coffee table books. They are full of my makeup art. They are full of my poetry. They are full of my inspiration words. They're full of history, and they're full of activities for the entire family. And these books you're going to lay on your table, and they're hand done. They're very folk artsy, and people will want to talk about. So these books are a must have. And guess what? You can't buy these books in the stores. These are special books just for you, because I want to share my love and my wisdom and my goodness and godliness with you. I'm going to be reading some excerpts from my book, The Afro Star, Information About Our History. I'd like to read this dedication first. This book is dedicated to everyone. I truly believe that black, white, and all nationalities' history are intertwined. The horrors of slavery have been felt for centuries by everyone in the world. Let's pray that slavery stops and never happens again. I would like to tell you why I decided to write this book. I decided to write and illustrate this book because I'm a black woman who wants to share her people's struggle for equality in this country and the world. My people was taken from their native home, Africa, and made slaves from the 1400s to the 1800s. The Atlantic slave trade was just part of doing business of selling and buying and killing people, my people. This route was called the Middle Passage. My people were captured, chained, and put on ships to be sold around the world. Millions of my people died on the journey because of the terrible, unsanitary conditions on these ships. The Black Holocaust, I call it. God did not make my people to be treated like this. My people are still treated like second-class citizens. There's a big disparity in finances, health, and social standing. Yes, we need reparations. The first African slaves arrived in Jamestown, Virginia in 1609 to pick tobacco. My people was worked from sun up to sundown. Women were raped and men beaten and killed. Children were ripped from crying mothers' arms and sold. It took a war between the states to end slavery, the Civil War, where 625,000 soldiers died. That's more soldiers than all the wars the United States been in. The United States was one of the last countries to end slavery. Only 20% of the South had slaves, but a lot more fought in the war because they wanted to keep feeling superior to somebody. You always had abolitionists, people who fought and died to end slavery before the war. John Brown, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Frederick Douglass, and others that were part of the Underground Railroad to free slaves. After the Civil War, 1865, people came south to teach the slaves to read and write. That's when black colleges started, like Fisk, Spelman, and Hampton Institute. This is just an excerpt of my book. My next book is Advice for Life. I have to admit, I'm the senior, and I'm proud of it, you all. I have lived through a lot, and a lot of people not living through it. Our young people, and I hope this book can give you some advice on how to live life. I would like to read this dedication. This is very important to me because this person helped me live life. I would like to dedicate this book to my mother. Mama, thank you so much for encouraging me to write and to be creative for the past 60 years. Your loving daughter, Gloria. I'll tell you why I decided to write this book. I decided to share my life wisdom and knowledge with people in my city, state, country, and world. I want people to live a long, healthy, and happy life. I hope that sharing my wisdom is a way that you can learn from me. People deal with problems that I did not have to deal with. I could get a good job without a college degree. Now computers have taken those jobs. You deal with lockdown in schools. I've never heard of them before. You deal with bullying on the internet. There was no internet when I was growing up. I struggled growing up in a segregated America. I overcame a lot of challenges and survived to tell about them. I am praying that this book will help you live to tell your story. I hope to help you succeed in life and see your dreams come true. This book is a frank talk to you. I was young once. My mother, father, grandmothers, grandfather, and my aunts and uncles talked to me and gave me advice. Some I listened to and some I did not. They used parables or old sayings like, everything that glitters is not gold. That means because someone looks good on the outside does not mean that they will treat you right. They told me some people will try to pull the wool over my eyes. This means that they will try to fool you and manipulate you to hurt you. This book contains other old sayings that are pertinent today. They had to use parables so I could remember them to stay safe and out of trouble. These old sayings have been with me all my life. I'm glad to share them with you. I still got in trouble, but I prayed my way out of it. My friends and family taught me about the power of prayer. I pray that you live to see grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and even great-great-grandchildren, and they live to see theirs. We are children's first teachers and role models. They have to see us living right and with high morals and standards. I sincerely hope this book will help you reach your dreams and that you have a long, happy life. I wish you good times, good health, and good fortune. Just in time for Valentine's Day, I have a book for sweethearts called Real Riches. Real riches is loving and being loved. And there's a picture of my husband and me, and I'm going to read you some excerpts from this, a poem I wrote. I'm in love. I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to give your heart and soul to someone and feel like you're in heaven above. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to trust someone with your life and feel like you will live forever and ever. I'm in love, and such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to know that there is always someone you can turn to and feel safe and secure. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to cherish a relationship. It's such a good feeling to be able to know that you will always have an everlasting friendship. I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be in love. It feels so good to be able to say, I'm in love. It's such a good feeling to be able to say, I'm in love with you because you make me feel like I'm in heaven. You make me feel like I will live forever. You make me feel safe and secure. And you make me feel that our relationship will last forever and ever. I'm in love, and it's so very good to be in love with you. My dream come true.